The Canadian logistics and supply chain is prone to problems like unexpected weather conditions, shortage of truck drivers and labor, unpredictable fuel price hikes, etc. These problems have made the Canadian food supply chain very fragile, and its effects are seen especially when it comes to food. There are delays in the pickup, transport, and delivery of food. During this delay, the fruits start producing ethylene, which causes them to ripe, and to prevent this, low temperature storage might not be always available. Another problem that needs to be addressed is that of food wastage. Over 50 million tons of edible food is wasted every year in Canada. Surprisingly, about 60% of this is avoidable. Around 45% of this food waste is composed of fruits and vegetables. As global citizens and students of Centennial College, we are very much concerned about this problem of food wastage. With a view to address this problem with regards to fruits, we tried to target the ripening process. The fruit that we used for our experiment is the most produced fresh fruit in the world, which is none other than banana. In Canada, bananas are also the most imported fresh fruit in terms of weight and the second most imported fresh fruit in terms of dollar value. For the import of bananas, they are first picked from the farms while they are still raw and green. These bananas are sent to export via seaways through shipping containers that have low temperature storage facility. These bananas are received at their destination port from where they are sent to the retailers via roadways through trucks. It is important that these bananas reach on time and a low temperature is maintained during their transportation. This is because bananas ripe within 2 to 4 weeks post-harvest when kept at 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Imagine what if there was a delay in pickup, delivery or transport of these bananas, or a low temperature storage facility for transport was not available, or a low temperature facility was available but it was not economical. What if the bananas with retailers are getting slowly sold, which is resulting in stocking and piling up of them? What if the customer who brought the bananas wished that those bananas ripe slowly than usual? So what is the solution for all these concerns? Yes, delaying the ripening process. Ethylene is the principal hormone that controls the ripening process. It activates various enzymes that bring various changes that we see when a fruit ripes. This ethylene produced by fruits can be controlled through various ways. One of them is by the use of low temperature. For our experiment, we attempted to replace the low temperature with natural agents like Clove essential oil and activated carbon. While activated carbon has the ability to absorb ethylene, Clove essential oil can reduce ethylene production in fruits. Our experiment revolved around three main objectives. Firstly, our agent, the Clove essential oil, had antifungal property which was analyzed using minimum inhibitory concentration and minimum fungicidal concentration. Our second objective was to determine if using Clove essential oil and activated carbon together would have any synergistic effect. Thirdly, we desired to develop a liquid formulation using our agent so that it could be easily sprayed on the bananas. The antifungal activity of Clove essential oil was determined against Aspergillus niger, which is a common fruit and vegetable spoilage fungus. The conidia of Aspergillus niger were collected and the MIC of Clove essential oil against it was determined. It came out to be 400 micrograms per ml. Furthermore, the MFC, that is minimum fungicidal concentration, was analyzed and it was found that Aspergillus niger was completely killed by Clove essential oil at a concentration of 900 micrograms per ml. To accomplish our second objective, the formulation of Clove essential oil in distilled water was prepared using lecithin as the emulsifying agent. It was poured in spray bottles so that it could be easily sprayed on bananas. Our second agent, activated carbon, was filled in paper bags which could be kept along with bananas. Finally, to accomplish our third objective, we procured many green bananas and divided them into various groups. In front of you are 6 groups of bananas. Each group was subjected to a unique environment or treatment for 15 days. This first group of bananas was kept at room temperature. The next one was refrigerated at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Our next group was kept at 10 to 13 degrees Celsius. Out of the remaining 3 groups, one group was sprayed with Clove essential oil formulation, another was kept along with activated carbon bag, while the last group was subjected to both. It was sprayed with Clove essential oil formulation as well as kept with activated carbon. All these 3 groups were kept at room temperature. A banana ripening guide chart was used to compare the color change of bananas. The bananas refrigerated at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius were completely black-brown by the end of 10th day, so we discarded them. From the rest of the groups at the end of 15th day, the bananas at room temperature were most yellow or ripe, while the bananas refrigerated at 10 to 13 degrees Celsius were most greenish or the least ripe. The bananas kept with activated carbon were less ripe than those sprayed with Clove essential oil. Notably, bananas treated with clove essential oil and activated carbon together were no different than bananas treated with activated carbon only. The chart over here summarizes all the observations made over a period of 15 days. Furthermore, after 15 days, the bananas were cut into halves and the firmness of the edible portion was analyzed, with 5 being the most firm or the least soft and 1 being the least firm or the most soft. Based on the color change of the skin and the firmness of the edible portion, we could say 10 to 13 degrees Celsius storage temperature is the most effective in delaying the ripening process, followed by the use of activated carbon, followed by the effect of clove essential oil. Refrigerating bananas is a bad practice as 0 to 5 degrees Celsius causes chilling injuries to bananas. Finally, we could say that no synergistic effect was found between clove essential oil and activated carbon. Clove essential oil was definitely able to kill and inhibit the growth of Aspergillus niger. However, during our experiment we found that the peel of banana alone was capable enough to prevent Aspergillus niger from growing, because the banana spread with Aspergillus niger didn't show any growth unless there was a mechanical injury. So what are the future applications and recommendations? We often might have seen that the bunch of bananas we bring home from retailer have this type of plastic wraps on their stem. This is because the stem is the most active part of bananas, which secretes ethylene. Wrapping prevents the release of ethylene. What if we could incorporate clove essential oil or activated carbon in these wraps? That is why more experiments related to incorporating clove essential oil and activated carbon in these wraps and studying its effects on ripening of bananas is required. Finally, we can say that activated carbon and clove essential oil are natural, non-toxic, easily available and economical potential alternatives to low temperature storage, which will help in delaying the ripening process of not only bananas, but it might also have potential application with other fruits.